All right, guys. So finding the common denominator using factor, that is one strategy that we're going to go over 3 to find the common denominator. So when we look at 3/4 plus 1/8, in your head, I hope you remember that 4 is a factor of 8. It's times 2, right? So now we can rewrite this, rename this fraction as 6/8 plus 1/8, which would be 7/8. Okay? Now another way to do it is when you look at 1/4 plus 3/6, I'm thinking 4 is not a factor of 6, but when I count by 4, I say 4, 8, 12, and when I count by 6, 6, 12. Well, 12 is common to both of them. 12 is a multiple of each of those numbers. So if we changed 1/4 to 12, what do we have to multiply? By 3. And whatever you do to the numerator, you do to the denominator, and it will be just renaming the fraction. So now we have 3/12 plus, and 6 is times 2. That would be times 2, 6/12. And now, since they have this common denominator, you can just add that up. 9/12 would be the answer. Okay? But finally, the third strategy, this one is a factor. The smaller denominator, or the smaller number, is a factor of the other denominator. Or multiples, counting and multiples. Well, but when I have 1/5 plus 2/7, nothing pops into my mind when I'm counting by 5s or 7s that seem to have in common like we did here. So the quick way of doing it is just multiplying these together. 5 times 7 is 35. All right. This is times 7 times 7. So 7/35 plus, this is times 5, 10/35. Oops, it's hard for me to write. 10, whoops, guys, sorry. 35. I should get my, and then 7/35 plus 10/35 is 17/35. Okay. So let's take a look at these. What do you think? What pops into your head when you see 3 and 9? There's more than one way of doing it. For me, I know that 3 is a factor of 9, 3 times 3. So I would just do that and change it to 6/9 plus 1/9 equals 10/9. Okay, and this one, what do you think? 5 and 4. Can you think of a number that you would say when you count by both of them? Or should we just multiply them together? We could just multiply them together, right? This would be times 4. This one would be times 5. So 16/20 plus times 5, 10/20. And now you have 26/20, which is more than 1, you know that. It's 20/20 is 1, so it would be 1 and 6/20. All right, last one. 1/7 plus 2/3. Anything pop into your mind, or should we just do it the quick way and multiply it together? The 7 times the 3. Let's try it that way. Times 3 times 3 times 7 times 7. So we have 3/21 plus 14/21, and then we just add 14 and 3 for 17/21. All right, so that's what we'll be working on today, is using those 3 strategies to add and subtract, just to add fractions. And it doesn't change. If we put a 4 in front of here and a 7 whole number, it doesn't change. You still just add the 4 plus 7, and it would be 11, and then you do this to the fractions, and it would be 11 and 17/21. So having a whole number before the fraction does not change what you need to do when you're adding fractions, and at first the denominators are not common. So then you have ways of finding a common denominator. Good job, guys.